This is ELF Adaptations, and it's seed dispersal, and this is Center 4, C inside of a seed. And for those of you that are new to ELF, the ELF bins usually have a blue lid on them or a white lid, and on that lid is the outline page for that center, and it gives you all the information, so it helps you with reminders for that day and let you know what's supposed to be in the box. And then in each box are all the materials, various laminated sheets, books, materials that you'll need for that day to run the center. In this one there happen to also be hand lenses. And so all the stuff that you need is in this bin, this box. And usually all the laminated stuff is in an envelope like that, and things are hopefully organized and put away. It's super important to take good care of all of the bins because lots of classes use them and lots of kids need to have things ready to go for them. So Center 4, C inside of a seed, has some important prep that whoever volunteers for this center needs to do. You will need to come in ahead of time and get enough lima beans out and soak them overnight ahead of time so that they will come apart easily and the kids can observe them. And you will also need to probably a week ahead of time, or at least a few days, maybe not quite a week, get a lima bean and put it into a Ziploc bag with a wet paper towel, and this should hopefully provide an example of what a lima bean that's germinating will look like. So you'll have evidence of some of these kinds of things, little stems and possibly roots coming out that the kids could observe. And you just need to make one of these. So that's the ahead of time prep for this center. That's super important. So in this center, you're going to be having the kids examine different parts of a seed. And your goal is to show them that there are different kinds of seeds, and that not all seeds are alike. They have different anatomy to them and different adaptations. And so in this one in particular, we're examining the difference between corn seeds and bean seeds, and therefore monocots and dicots. And so the first thing you're going to do is give each student a hand lens, and those are located in the bin, and you're going to give them a lima bean that you've soaked overnight. And you're going to ask them to be super careful because they will fall apart easily. And you're going to have the kids just sit at the table and examine them and ask them some questions like, is this bean a seed? How does it grow? And then carefully show them how to open it, and then see if they can figure out how this seed turns into a plant, and start talking to them or with them about the different parts of a seed: the seed coat, the cotyledons, and the embryo. And that's identified in real detail in this particular laminated picture. You can see the seed coat and the cotyledon, and then this whole part up here is the embryo where the stem and the root and the leaves grow. And there are other really good examples of that show the difference between bean seeds and corn seeds, and the fact that, and then there's another one over here too that tells you specifically why a bean seed is a dicot and why a corn seed is a monocot, and it's because a bean seed has 2 cotyledons. So when you soak it and the kids are able to pull it in half, then it's got the 2 parts. This is one cotyledon, and that's the other. You can see my finger there. And a corn seed does not have those 2 parts. And so there are other seeds like barley is a monocot. It's in the grass family. And this handout, or this laminated sheet, shows the differences in how they sprout. So you can go into as much detail as you want with that, as is appropriate. Kindergartners are probably not going to be able to take in as much detail as older kids, so that's up to you to vary that according to grade level. But again, in your handout, you're discussing and having the kids be able to identify at least 3 main parts: the seed coat, the cotyledon, and the embryo. And then you can have them investigate the corn kernel and compare it and see how it's different to the lima bean. These are the only corn kernels I have right now, so please take really good care of them and make sure you get them back. I'm in search of more. You can also, if you want to, bring a knife from home that would help cut into the lima beans better and dissect them better. But no student should be touching the knife. Only adults should be handling the knife. Let's see. Lastly, the last part of this center is getting out the 15 bean soup mix and using this bean identification dichotomous key. You can sort the beans, have the kids sort the beans according to what kind they are, and they can label them, glue them to construction paper if you want, and then label what they found out what they are. You can also always supplement with the books and anything else that you bring in that relates to this topic. If you have any questions, you can email us at mitchellelf@gmail.com and have a great time with Center 4.